Welcome any star sign or shadow sister and brother who has found my weekly Sunday love reading. This is Divine Comedy. Purgatory, part 30. We are going to the end of this whole Purgatory. So this is almost the last one. Next Sunday, little publicity for next Sunday. Next Sunday will be the last 3 episodes of Purgatory. And I will see how I do it, but I will definitely make a card for each canto, so that's for sure. But let's see how it's gonna be the reading. Do I show my face? Maybe. It could be occasion. Occasion, yes. So anyway, a little thing about the future readings. After 25th of December, I will start my all-star sign horoscope predictive monthly readings. So we talk about January. And then I will, of course, do my New Year special. Not sure yet, do I do it like last year in the New Year Eve? It's so many star signs, so maybe not, because it's really like last year I was, until the last moment of the New Year, I was doing this, like celebrating the New Year in my tarot room, and while it started to explode all these rockets. So let's see, but I will do this prediction for whole year of 2025, so it's gonna be a big reading for me to make also. So that's all I will do in YouTube live. So I try to post in my community post before, or say a little bit before, so you would have a little intel like when I'm going live. But now I'm live. Who is here? Say something if you're here. Merry Christmas to everybody. We have a very Christmas style, always shadow and light, wolf and the sheep. We have always the shadow going on here as well. Santa Claus is here. Mannequin card is here. This will be today's Purgatory card. Honoring the fact that 10th of December I started this whole Divine Comedy book related love reading. And first cards were always Mannequin P cards, and still to this day I'm keeping this kind of love cards. Not in every reading, but today we have this couple cards. One is Mannequin P and one is this Belle Epoch Woman. So let's introduce this pile before we go into this today's Purgatory 30. So pile number 1. And then also, I will do this introduction. And before we go to Purgatory 30, I will make a little birthday reading for Capricorn. So Capricorn doesn't have to wait a long time, because now today is also Capricorn season has started. So happy birthday to every Capricorn. But anyway, let's introduce the pile for anybody who want to know them. So you can always ask me psychic question, can be pile related, should be a little bit open-ended question for pile related if I take it in, or after this all readings, one psychic question. So I can pick all of the chat, one question, one lucky one, and I tag you so you will find it. Would be nice that you are live with me, so you could be co-creating even this reading. But anyway, you can always co-create. I try to say your comments. Anyway, pile number 1 is Crown Chakra, Amethyst. We have today, the theme is love between shadow and light, and we have today this new shadow oracle, shadow and light oracle, and your card to choose is this 35 physical pain, emotional pain. And your Mannequin P card and the Belle Epoch Woman card is 5 of Pentacle, Quetzalcoatl, some Spanish guy, and also 9 of Pentacle, Sunflower Woman. So this is here. Pile number 2, Throat Chakra, Lapis Lazuli. And we have here from the Shadow and Light, Conflict and Peace. And your Mannequin P, this is Belgian statue from Brussels, is 8 of Wands, billiard player, a player guy, and Ace of Pentacle, very rich woman. Like it's okay. Let's not go into this reading, but there's like a wealthy. One is player and one is having the money, whose money is being played. And then pile number 3, root chakra, red jasper. And here we have Apologizing and Grudge, number 15. Put the Shadow and Light Oracle. And your couple card to identify yourself is American Legion, American military guy, even though he has like a post 1. Maybe he's in post 1, it's like a first post. Ace. And then we have a Joker for the female. It's looking like a kind of like a, who knows, can be even what kind of couple. This Joker can be anything. Cowboy style. Cowboy and military. Okay. And of course today, based on the crystal, anybody who's been here before know that you always get with the crown chakra and from the root chakra, from this same oracle. From the root you get the below, and the crown you get above, so it's kind of like rising. You have the both today. And the nature of this pickable reading is, if you are new here, is that you should follow your intuition, and now based on the intuition select the pile. Later I will add timestamps. There is always timestamps in my videos. Maybe I did make another publicity about this. Is like I released 15 Lady Shutters episodes available for everybody to look for free. They were in the membership before. And there is always this idea that there is this kind of intuition you should be using, or crystals based on, like if you now realize you need to heal throat chakra, then look all the throat chakra related videos. But anyway, follow your intuition. And there is this Lady Shutter is a book, and I was reading the book, part of the reading. Then there is also 8 episodes of Brother Grimm fairy tales. I also put them available. So this is also there currently. I think I will let it be. I just sometimes put things to membership, but now I thought, why not? This is a perfect moment to listen to some fairy tales or books, winter solstice. Anyway, let's start this reading first by doing something for Capricorns, because Capricorn, I don't know, yes, I have a music here. I have here Imagine music. Let's play for your birthday a little Imagine music. Happy birthday, Capricorns! And here I have taken this cat-related deck. I know some Capricorns like cats. So here is something about Capricorns. Capricorn is hardworking, disciplined, and loyal. Or this is the light side. Or the dark side can be stubborn, workaholic, and stoic. And then it's interesting that there's this kind of fish tail. It's almost like a mermaid of the zodiacs. And then what else I can say? Of course, earth element, planet is Saturn, tarot card is devil. Interestingly, the stone is lapis lazuli, and we have the throat chakra here. This is also lapis lazuli. So any Capricorn, who knows, maybe you need conflict peace reading, but this, follow your own intuition. I'm not gonna you have a free will. And then what else about this Capricorn information is here in this card. The color is black and brown. Lucky numbers are 5, 6, and 8. And flower is pansy. Pansy is here. So this is for you, and this card here is for you. This key card. So magic of you will be given as a little gift from me for you, every Capricorn in the planet. Let's see what is the magic of you this Christmas. So let's have this big stone. Capricorns, let's have one key for you, because you're the lucky one. Mrs. Ruby Jewel, hey, this is now Pisces, yes. this is now Capricorn. Oh my god. Capricorn, somebody has a little bit spiritual abilities. Be still and listen to the spirits phenomenon. Wow, this is totally reminding of the current season that is completely like a Persephone world. Like this kind of maiden that is married to the devil. And as the card of Capricorn is the devil, is very suitable in my opinion that there is this dark side of the maiden. This is anyway for you, for your birthday. Be still and listen to the spirits. Start interestingly. Talking about today's theme, love between shadow and light. We have immediately hear a spirit. Okay, so let's read this. I think it's 25. Is there somebody, Capricorn, who is born 25? Anyway, it's nice that I have a live audience. Welcome, Mrs. Ruby Jewel. So let's see, how is your Christmas going? How have you started to celebrate already? I went to see Lion King Mufasa with my son. Already have done that. Anyway, this is now for Capricorns as a birthday gift from me, magic of you, some spiritual thing. It is time to invite and commune with the spirit guides and ancestors and consider their advice and guidance. The girl of phenomenon has sacrificed one eye for inner sight as she bridges the worlds of life and death. She is surrounded by white lilies, the sacred flower of death. Interestingly, I already know what is gonna be in this Mannequin card, and the lilies are mentioned even there. This indicates that your willingness and ability to be still and listen will reveal the beauty of your situation. The girl of phenomenon's crown, chakra, and third eye are fused in a web of pearly branches that inspire peaceful contemplation. Do not fear the underworld, instead willingly descend into the darkness with grateful awareness that others who came before you have learned the lessons and answers you are seeking and are willing to share their insights and wisdom. Wow, how powerful is this? Yeah, Miss Ruby saying, I'm not doing anything this Christmas. That's also nice if you can just chill. But this, let's put this card now away. This was now for Capricorn. So, kind of dark, but it's interesting that this is very fitting. This kind of solstice. Solstice, when it's the darkest of the year, we get the completely like a spirit card for Capricorn. Anyway, maybe they have something you need to listen. Natural of being psychic is that if you are welcoming the help and messages, you will get it. You can trust it, but you have to be open. You have to kind of accept those messages. If you're not listening, of course, you're not hearing. So that's the thing. Okay, before we go into the piles, I'm gonna now read you this Mannequin card related to Purgatorio 30. So, we had in the previous chapter this procession that came and there was a thunderstrike, and now the procession stops and the people face the chariot. Above the chariot, 100 angels sing, "Blessed are thou who comest," as well as line from Virgil, poet's Aeneid. With full hands give lilies. Flowers drift around the chariot from the angels' hands, and a white-veiled lady in a green robe and red dress appears. Dante, sensing the ancient power of what love was, begins to tremble and instinctively turns towards Virgil, but Virgil is not there. Dante weeps the absence of Virgil, but someone calls his name. It's Beatrice, looking sternly at him. Oh my god, this is totally like this Capricorn got this card, like this pride is coming. Okay, I'm gonna show this card, even this came for Capricorn. This is now like the Beatrice is showing up. So it's Beatrice looking sternly at him. All are happy here, she tells him. What right Dante did have to climb this mountain and weep? She led Dante along with her on the road of truth, but after she died, Dante lost his ways. Beatrice prayed for him so Dante could travel through afterlife to see what becomes of those who die in sin. So there's all this kind of like a meeting the love of the life, but they give immediately you kind of like a lesson, like okay, or like a hard truth. Like, why are you crying? You should be happy now. You have climbed all the way up. You are now top of the mountain. So why are you crying? Anyway, interesting. This kind of, because the Beatrice really came with like a veil. Here we have, maybe this reading is something that you in your life, there is some person who died and they are through me wanting to make you listen. Like you should just be silent and listen. And there is some messages coming for you if you're willing to listen, and they are like really pointing it out that this is possible, that you can hear them. Whatever they have to say, even they have to say like, okay, what did you do after I died? Anyway, the people who passed and who are our guardian angel, they just want good for us usually. They really are like coming with peace and love. So they have this higher consciousness already there. Anyway, let's start this reading now. Pile number 1. But interesting coincidence, this card. So we go with this today. Spanish guy and a very wealthy, independent woman. This is usually 9 of Pentacles, this kind of independent woman able to grow a vineyard. Even here has like a nice sunflowers, like very abundant. And this 5 is of course somebody who doesn't have enough or feels like is living in lack. And like this, a couple in the snow is completely like a feeling like a poor me. But maybe it's the polar opposite, this one who is very abundant. So they're a good match, they balance each other. Because in this card there is a secret that there's a lot of spiritual wealth here, even it's not like a material. So this is the, I don't know, should I call it twin flame? Kind of like Dante and Beatrice are twin flames, so maybe could call these twin flames. They are like giving each other like a challenge. So, but this crown chakra is very like a guru energy here. How to be guru is to kind of like a share with others, not be egotist, be this kind of good guru. Shadow and love. This will be advice card. Physical pain, emotional pain. This is a new oracle deck for me. This is very interesting cards. Journey always in journal about these cards. There's a nice butterfly even here. Kind of Niagara Falls. A lot of tears, a lot of weeping, crying. I don't know. Here. Then we have one advice, more light side, because this is gonna be tarot reading, having a theme, love between shadow and light. So we have this wolf coming with a spirit owl of 852 hertz, 20. There is really this kind of higher view available. One, yeah, it's very aligned with this. Owl. I still add love card. So love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstand every situation. 43. It's kind of both ready to sail. It's really this kind of, what is your boat full? Interesting, like here we have also very much like this waterfalls. It's almost like there is this kind of, this couple have to really go through this emotional and physical pain to learn the lessons. There is like kind of risky boat ride, almost like in some, it's not a fun park, let's say, to to have all this pain, but there is this kind of waterfall to that you have to maybe have some challenges here with this love travel. This I could have taken it in the end, but I wanted you to see it already. Let's put it in this table. Then you have 2 tarot cards for you. One from this cat deck to honor the Capricorn season. So you got Hanged Cat, not Hangman, Hanged Cat 12. So somebody is taking their time to see from different perspective. Maybe it's this guy, because there is a lot of growth moment here needed. And what is here? We have, very fitting, these 2 for them. So my own card is 10 of Pentacles. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world that spoils society. So this is the seal of Saturn, very much even to do with Capricorn, the Saturn. Anyway, this is interesting 10 of Pentacles card, because it's really like abundant card in many ways, but it's like what kind of legacy the person is gonna leave. Maybe I show the classic card of this, because then you understand this picture. Because this is half of that, and we have here the full. And as it lands, it's putting this card now like this. It lands really like this female has a capacity to make this happen, while this man is taking its time and is really like maybe seeking awakening and enlightenment and all this good stuff to with time. But she is almost there, and she has a capacity to really get there, and maybe they have to do this all together. They have to understand a lot of stuff on this journey. Interesting, this picture is giving hints of all kind of things happening here. There's even somebody playing a violin here. Interesting images. Wow. Love endures. Yes, stick on it. This is gonna be a ride, or this has been a ride, but stick on it. Stick on the boat, and all will be well. So let me show this. Where is this? Let's get nosy about this, what is going on here. So this would be the man. See the classic cards. And this would be the woman. And this is what is possible. All pentacle energy. Very earth energy, actually. Very, let's say, Capricorn energy. But Taurus and Virgo also. Here I wanted to show you this, that there's said to be like a philosopher's stone. The man is looking in the middle here. This is like a philosopher's stone, if you mirror this image. So even that there is a lot of wisdom here, coming kind of in the old age, but the couple is here. So all this is in these cards. Could look more into the seal of Saturn. There is this idea that it's all kind of manifesting into the 10 is like earth, 9 is the moon. Moon again is very female, yin energy. And female energy is trusting and allowing things to happen. And abundance is not forcing anything. I think there is some kind of wisdom of like how the boat is just like floating. Like you should like trust the currents, trust the flow, and just let it go. And enjoy the ride. So we have now here one more life cards. Maybe I give you, let me see how we start this thing. Which one we start? Because this is gonna be your solstice, winter solstice reading with this card. I think I wait a little bit before I do it. I start with the usual thing. I have the emotional landscape. I already know there is emotional pain, physical pain. But the love endures. What kind of thing is going on here? Christmas sailing. We have here vulnerable. So yeah, the guy should be vulnerable. Maybe it's needed. Happy home, okay. No wonder, this is totally homemaker. This is like an independent woman, most likely have apartment. It's really like a happy home, is like a homemaker. Here with all this 10 of Pentacle in line. So there's that. Intense, then something is very intense, can be scary indeed. Maybe the boat ride is very intense. It's like, I was in this kind of like a water park or like a spa where it was like huge, this kind of drive, and it was like wild, the boat we were on. But I was so happy my child was like daring to go in it. But it was really going like speedy and like a scary way, but he was so happy when he got out of it. So maybe the same happens, like you are like on this boat and it's rocking and it's like going, and there are all kind of like a danger, risky feelings, but still after this ride is over and something like happens finally, like you have this moment of love endures, then it's like, okay, we did it, we actually rocked the boat. Empathic, it's part of this relationship, being empathic, but intense empathic, intensely empathic. Very guru quality. 2 empaths maybe. Now let's put a little bit more light in the table. We're going to the darker subjects soon with this, all this love shadow card. Okay. What is the light for this couple? I am pleasure to be around. And then I have here also angel card life. This is totally angel season with this, also with this 100 angels were in this chapter. So we have here deservingness. You're a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. Beautiful. There is like your pleasure bit around, like they already see this, if nobody else see it. Okay, behind Santa we have here also a box, a lock lady box. You're gonna get soon the current feelings of your person. Before that, I take a rune. By number 1 we have balanced joy. Take now just from this lock today. So let's see what's coming. Current feelings of your person. Ui. And let's see. I'm gonna close my eyes. This. This has to be here now. I will take one more from here. These are the bigger feelings. So current feelings of your person. A little bit more fun. Okay. We have here solar chakra. I value who I am. We have here poison. every rose has its thorn, like every light has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings his sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn, yeah, it does. And now I hear your friend, well, like, no. Yeah, I hear you, friend. Somebody now, and that I never meant that much to you to hear that tears rip inside and to see you cuts me like a knife. I guess. There is definitely pain coming with some poison. Some people feel like there has been some poison, that has pain is something about the poison. Intense connection, love at first sight, soulmate, soul journey, under a spell, divine love, true love, destiny, deep looks. Okay, so this we know for sure. There is some deep looks. Even, who knows? Have they met? Let's see. Väsynyt, tired. This is a Finnish word for väsynyt. Somebody can be a bit tired. Maybe it's very tiring to hang here like this. Then, and they could never tear us apart, ENX. Two worlds collide. You were there. I told you that we could fly. Oh, it's like a butterfly telling to the flower, yes, you can fly. If you become a pollen, if you matter a little bit. And then we have here, you and me, we are divine counterparts, and dreams do come true. Love, faith, trust. Forever yours, make a wish. Wow. Beautiful love story going on here. Really similar, like a love endures. Like even whatever hardships is, like you should just keep trusting this. Now, I think now we go to this winter solstice reading. So first we see what is gold. This is my own spread about this exact time. Let's have this couple here and all these cards here, little space. It's only 4 cards, but it's like, what is gold in this relationship? It could be that pain, but we will look now into what is the gold. There's this saying like cold feet. Somebody can have a cold feet, like cold, like really freezing, like when you are like having pain that is like stopping you. When you're in love, you're like warming up, your heart is like pulping more blood into your system, you're like active, you know. Why there has to be this cold winter? Sandro, hello Sandro, how are you? So here, welcome. This is pile number 1, crown chakra, and I'm just looking now this winter solstice. Shadow and light, love between shadow and light. That's what we are doing here. So what is the gold here? But then, how best to warm this gold? So the solution immediately, how best to warm it? Then let's have a little bit more space here. It's nice, Sandro, you're here, like my crew, shadow crew. How is going? Is any, like you can always tell if some good things are happening. Anything you want to ask today? Somebody can ask a question. Anyway, now let's continue. So what is in shadow now in this relationship? Like something like we cannot see or understand possible when we are in it. But I will find it out. And how best to know it. So the light to it. How to best know it. Simple reading. I mean, looks like this can come too. And here we go. So the gold is world. Gold world. Interesting that such a big card of 21, and yesterday was this winter solstice is all Havas happening 21st of December, and it is asking what is cold, and world is cold. Now it's a winter time, maybe it's starting to tell this. So Sandro, things are moving good on the career front. Okay, so anyway, this cold is the world. It could tell me immediately that this is something, that completion of something, that it could be indeed this relationship task, that here is advised already to just love, endure, and continue the sailing. But it could be that this moment of completion has not come, like there is this, a bit like a COVID was happening, like the whole world was closed, something has like closed from you, like a whole world is closed from you, and that's cold. Let's see. And now, how to best warm it? Maiden of Air. Interesting. I think this is Knight of Sword, Knight of Sword. But it's beautiful like a spring. I think it's showing me interesting like season thing. This is looking even like a winter. It's almost like you have to wait for the spring, or that the year change, and it's just a natural cycle of like completion. This is always like year coming to an end, and then comes a new life. So interesting that this is like a really seasonal. It's showing here. We can read the stories still. Then what is in the shadow in this relationship? We are talking about the relationship anyway between this 5 of Pentacle and 9 of Pentacle woman. What is it? Yeah, Sandro say, however, the ghosting and no contact still exist for my partner. Sandro, sailing through waters is sometimes tough, but going with the flow. 2 more months to go for spring. Yes, but this is advised here, like love endures. So if you choose this pahel, who knows? Maybe it's worth to go sailing a little bit longer, even it's windy. But now we have see what is in this relationship in the shadow, but you don't understand. Oh, it's shadow is the love. Sandro, maybe this is the thing. Like this is the shadow, the love we are completely talking about here when the love goes to shadow. So you remember this, and it's completely completion, and the whole world is open, but now this is in shadow. Prasant Sharma, say hi. Anyway, big cards in the shadow. Can be painful, indeed can be painful when this is going on. Now we have light, how to best to know this love shadow. Wow. Queen of Swords, like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius card. Mother of Air, and then we have here also 8 of Air, so 8 of Sword, but in this case it gives you meditation, all the chakras. Interesting mental powers here, even though the 8 of Sword is usually like a kind of vicious circle or something, like you are with your belief system stuck. Here this beautiful meditation is happening. Looks like really alone, energy is needed, and mother with clear boundaries is this also. This is cutting the crap. Daring to say the truth, for example, can be painful even to say the truth. This queen is able to transform the pain to the wisdom. So what is the wisdom of this love shadow? Maybe there are lessons to be learned that you can only do when you are like reflecting alone. You need this kind of digestion period, like what just happened. 11:22 on my clock, and meditation has been going great. Yes, and this is like showing the light. So this is advising you to do this. Wow. Okay, let's read these stories. These cards I loved, with a very mystical sometimes even. So this was cold. The world is cold. So we have the shadow meaning immediately here. I think the majors don't give the shadow, it's just no. So the divine is all things, and that all things are divine. All things are connected and share sacredness. This card called the world represents the interconnections of all things. Even the goddess and the god are aspects of something larger, a single life force that is unfathomable to us in complete sense. It transcends thought. The divine in the entity that is in each of us and in all things. The source of all, the great mind, the universe, or the great spirit are other names for divine. Because humans cannot comprehend the fullness of the divine in the meaningful or practical way, and the divine desires to be in relationship with us, it does what it can to help. Our brains break things down into parts for easier understanding. We tend to think in polarities, light and dark, good and bad, hot and cold, etc. Like I was thinking now this as a cold. This is kind of shooting me back like, okay, you are like a human, you think this way, like a hot and cold. But there is much more. The first inclination of the human mind when considering a being is to determine whether it's male or female. As so, that is the first division of itself that the divine present to us, as we will see in the next two cards, okay? So, we see all seasonal phases of life connected to and flowing from the divine, feminine divine, and contained within the masculine divine. The idea that we are all one is both our standing place as pagans as well as our goal. The journey is one of moving from an intellectual understanding to an experiential knowing. And when this is now in gold, it's almost like we should have this unity mindset that we are all one. It's almost like we are left with our own like a mirror image. We are just seeing ourselves. And that is kind of sad that we are living in this egoistic world, that we are only focusing like what people think of us, or like nobody cares maybe so much what we are doing even. Like we are so egoistically focused on ourselves that it's not healthy. That's in the code. Like too much this alone pondering. It's a little bit like a like a here bad, or this kind of needed feedback. How people are just isolating. That's gold. And light is anyway, a warm is this maiden of air. So let's read about this interesting maiden, what the spring maiden wanna say. Where I find this thing again? Yeah, I wish this would be in order, but they are not, and so it's hard to find this. Okay, it's here, I guess. Here. It's very short meaning for this one. Sandra, the isolation with God is just amazing and awesome. Yeah, like this is the way to be united. Like you can like start to connect in this energical way, let's say. Like isolation in the just ego way, like just thinking of yourself. This is really, I see it's more like you are like starting to understand how we are energetically influencing each other's. It's not only about our energy of our what we get to ourselves, is about like this all. like a living organ. We are like a living being. Like, it's kind of interesting as it is. Mother Nature is this kind of like an alien organ that like everybody's working together in it. Even humans are like this. So the Maiden of Air shares a song with the creatures of the air. She encourages intuitive, spontaneous, and joyful communication. Okay, here, indeed, that is the warmth. Intuitive, spontaneous, and joyful communication. Even me, I would always, like, I want to encourage people to be like healing the sadness with joy, being intuitive and spontaneous, having this kind of creative expression. But this is here. This is the solution to this kind of isolation. Find the joy back. Could be whatever is a little joy, but this is here. Then the love is in the shadow. How interesting is this? The love card is in the shadow. True love. Maybe some people are keeping the, like, not allowing themselves, like here would be this guy would be having this poor mindset. Like, there is a lot of wealth, spiritual wealth also. This card, the classic card. Where is this card? Let's show this. Like, there is this community connecting to the community, and then even the spiritual wealth is here, while the couple thinks that they are like crippled and poor. But there is a lot of this kind of spiritual wealth. So whatever is here, maybe this is a little bit those kind of feelings in the shadow, like poor me. Could be really like a belief. You believe you are like not deserving the biggest love, and then you are like giving up because you can have it, but it's in the shadow. So let's see, where is this love card? This book takes ages to find it, but be patient with me. I want to have you all the information from here because it's a beautiful different cards. Okay, the cup must be the same here. So this is in the shadow, this love now. It's like the man is like an angel. What they are drinking. What is they are like giving high five the spirit in the cup even. Look, this one. These are like giving high five here. Wow. Yeah, sometimes they're saying like a spirit is like alcohol, but interesting. What they are drinking here. Some divine love potion. So Fairy, Sapna, Claudius say Bennett, current feelings for, okay, and so the question will be after these readings. So we are now in the pile number 1. This is, I'm not going to getting questions between in the reading unless you say it goes to the next pile. Next pile is, for example, throat chakra. But this one is love in the shadow. It seems that so many of the various pantheons have complicated stories and relationships, but none more so than the Greek and Roman divinities. And as we know, love and romantic relationships are extremely complex. So it is fitting that Aphrodite and Eros, or Venus and Cupid, if you prefer the Roman names, adorn this card representing love. So this would be the Cupid. Interesting. Venus and Cupid. Interestingly, Aphrodite is also associated with wars and illicit affairs, both of which seem to occur when love goes wrong. Aphrodite is not a simpering goddess who fawns over any male she wishes to attract. Instead, she is completely herself. She values and cares for herself. Her strength and confidence are compelling and attractive. The Two of Water promises a romantic, loving relationship. The two people involved will be quite enthralled with each other. Being so wrapped up in their own little world, they may neglect other things for a while, but I read the shadow meaning because it's in the shadow position. The shadow side of this card indicates the possibility of love going wrong. The first blush of love or the honeymoon phase may be over. Oh no. The honeymoon is over. That's what's going on here. So, yes, Sandro said, Ferry, you need to wait till the end to ask your question. First, follow the current reading and see if it resonates. Yes. So these questions I cannot just. We have to be able to focus here. Hello. We have to get this clearance what's going on, because we have here this mother of air. If the maiden was here, like giving warmth for this kind of cold egoistic world to start to connect joyfully, the mother is here coming. It's like almost like giving advice to this couple, some older female, and then even this wisdom of meditation. So let's still read about this. Some decks have long explanation like that. Maybe I take the meditation immediately, because this is very clear. This is just this kind of like a Queen of Air, Queen of Sword, coming to cut the crap, like what is going on here. But of course nobody can force you to love someone. If the honeymoon is over, it's over, and so on. But what is this message of this meditation? Let's read this. Meditation is arguably one of the most useful skills a person, which or not, can practice because it has so many uses. The most basic is to help calm the mind and focus on our connection with the divine. Others include journaling, visualizing, and mental magic. Meditation can be practiced many ways, but to start out, simply sit or lay flat in a way that is comfortable on a chair, on the floor, on the bed. It doesn't matter as long as you won't be disturbed. Center your energy and ground yourself. Close your eyes, breathe slowly for a few breaths, and quiet your mind. Be still and focus on your breath going in and coming out. Feel the calming, grounding energy of the earth fill you, while nervous, anxious, or any unneeded energy flows back into the earth to be distributed as needed. Remain in the state as long as you like, but most people begin with 3 or 5 minutes. Indeed, this could be really important to mention here. Like, you can do this standing also, and then you are like pushing all the negative energy. You are first putting kind of like a white light, like a protective light from the crown chakra, all your body, like going through all the chakras. But then you push all the negativity to the ground with your feet. So you can also do this standing. But I think this mother is almost like this kind of nurturing air spirit to give a further advice on this is the warming, joyful, like a happy, more like a connections with other people. And to get this love back, you have to start from yourself to put all this pain and negativity away. Like, it's just like energy field that doesn't serve you. Yes, Sandro, I might become your moderator. Yes. It's good there is somebody helping, because indeed I cannot always answer to everybody, because this is part of the recorded reading. It's everything what I say comes here. So let's see now. We are came this far, and now we're gonna look into this physical pain, emotional pain. This is your shadow and light card. So we looked at now first the whole pain points here in the card. Interestingly, it shows really this love shadow here. It's like a really needed of like a people having, they both, maybe they have lost some ability to give. And then let's see this pain. This is new deck for me. I'm interested to use this. So here Your body and mind are highly connected, and your nervous system runs through your whole body. If you have ever experienced a gut feeling, it is very strong confirmation that your body knows what is going on emotionally or cognitively. Emotional pain can manifest in your body and show up as physical pain, especially if there is something troubling you that you have been ignoring for a long time. If you experience physical pain for no apparent reason, it is highly likely that is stemming from emotional pain. It is sign from your body to your mind to do something about what is bothering you. This card alerts you to take note of any physical pain you might be experiencing and where emotional pain manifests for you. If you are experiencing difficult situations, try to be mindful of what it feels like in your body, whether it be pressure over your heart, a tight stomach, or something else. Stress is a common factor in causing physical pain, so it is always good to be mindful and manage stress in your life. Staying calm, even in stressful situations, can help in aiding your body and managing pain. In the same way as emotions can cause physical sensations, you can use physical sensations to restore your mind. An affirmation: I am calm, I'm grounded, I'm safe. Which is, indeed, you can be like losing this love, you can be like ungrounded. And the boat is here like rocking the boat. But here is hopeful message: love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So it's kind of like you have to hold on, even it's hard. We get one more advice card for this pile. Number 1 is Spirit Owl wanting to come to you. What the Spirit Owl has to say. Nice animal, very wise, connected to kind of air sign. So I like this alignment. Air sign Queen is here and Owl is here. Kind of like a Harry Potter is here. Anybody who likes Harry Potter, this is Owl 20. So, Sandra Silva, yes, I experienced pain in the same place. Yeah. So now, recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless. Really, like at this, I'm talking about this like a water park ride, a little bit like here we have this Niagara Falls, even like can be a little bumpy ride here. It's talking about similar thing. But it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. Wow. Indeed, the king is not in the table, but the king of sword would always base their judgment of the truth, what is finding, so the information and the knowledge. So it's very like flexible, the king of sword, in the sense that would base the knowledge, base a decision on the right truth and knowledge. This kind of queen is also pointing here. Some belief system has to be worked on. And Spirit Owl is the wisdom bearer, the one who perceives the intended meaning underlying words and the truth behind. Yeah, this is kind of King of Sword here now. You had the Queen of Sword, but here is like a King of Sword. Truth behind appearances. Even in darkness, Spirit Owl senses subtle movements with accuracy. The heightened senses of Spirit Owl are akin to the supernatural perception of the higher self. Your higher self sees through illusion and with compassion. It astutely recognizes the agendas of the ego and tunes into the empowering energies of the universe to find a constructive way to express its loving purpose. Spirit Owl enhances your connection to your higher self, guiding you beneath the compelling nature of appearances, where a vastly different and spiritually empowering perspective is available to you. From such heightened awareness, you can accurately intuit the complex drives at work in yourself and others. This makes it easier to have a compassion, outwit negativity, and make decisions that are helpful and healing rather than adding to the confusion or disorder. When Spirit Oval appears in a reading, a mystery is soon to be solved, and the ensuing clarity will bring relief and spiritual reward. As Spirit Owl is a message bearer, this oracle is also a positive omen for your future, a sign that a seemingly impossible or impenetrable situation is unraveling. Wow, positive message for Sandro that some light and clarity is coming, even to you. And 852 Hz is a frequency of higher self-connection, which favors the clearing of the mind and an awakening of genuine insight and higher understanding. The frequency of 852 Hz opens one to perceive light and communicate with the realms of higher light beings. With such clarity of mind, it is easy to recognize lower level beings who do not operate from unconditional love and pure wisdom. There is no attraction to such beings, but a compassionate attitude toward them. What attracts the soul at this high frequency is the pure light of wisdom, grace, and spiritual liberation, to which the soul is drawn for nourishment and restoration. I think I end this reading here. There's so much text about this, but very aligned. Very aligned. Interesting that my ears start to ring. That is often sign. The number is 20 in here, and this was at the 43. Anyway, my one ear start to ring. Sometimes it's sign of some spirit. Anyway, let's see. Maybe I was taking deep this message, but it is sometimes good to listen this kind of Hertz music. It could be helping you. You need to attune to this kind of right frequency. So let's put these cards away. This was your reading, pile number 1. Did you like it? I find it interesting. Like very fitting these cards that came. Always curious to see what comes, and these interesting things came. So now maybe for the next pile we're gonna take a different box. So this has to go away. So this one here, everything is a bit far away from me. So, I think the feather was going on the floor already at some point. This is the next one. And I must have the cards kind of in place, because what if somebody take a reading and I need these cards again, so I need to know where they go. So we are going, let's take this other box. I have put the cards like this because it cannot be closed. Anyway, this will be your pile number 2 feelings. And let's get started. Pile number 2. This throat chakra. Was it this here? Conflict and peace. Sometimes you can take more piles, who knows? They can be connected. Here we have anyway this couple card. Interesting billiard player. And 8 of Wands, very much like this kind of manifestant guy who gets things happening, at least in the purpose and passion projects. And then we have this kind of rich lady, because this is Ace of Pentacles. Is completely, of course, the meaning is usually a new beginning. Like there can be like a really new abundance starting, but you have to do effort for it. Could meaning be even like a new relationship, because it's like a beginning of something, and this is like abundance, while this is like seeking abundance kind of. So let's see. But throat chakra, always don't be a silent child, be expressive. Communication is here, you have to communicate. Then you have this shadow and light card, we'll see in the end. 34, conflict and peace. Ui, Santa is wanting to move. Okay, where are we gonna put you? The candle is a little bit dangerous in my point of view. Let's put the candle in the middle, then we can put the Santa here. So, it's visible. And then we have this white light is anapausis 4. And then we have the love card is be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. Beautiful angel energy again here. 45 is the number. I'll take the cable out now from this because this is bothering me that there's a cable in this phone. Anyway, let's put this, where are we gonna put this? I put here, it's visible here. No, let's have the hand here. Often I have my grandma's hand on the table. Okay, the reading, let's put this. What is it? There is make your dreams become reality. Very aligned actually with this guy here. And intuitively put it underneath this. Like able to dream something into reality, like a manifestation moment. This is like a momentum actually with this 8 of Wands usually. Working or like playing, even like be playful about the opportunities. Anyway, then we have here 5 of Wands. There is a little bit like a chaos going on here. So it can be something that has to be solved. Can be Wand energy is the same as the guy is having. So this could be outside influences, people influencing you. People influencing like the opinions, and they are like messing with your whatever thing. They give you your opinion and you are like too keen to listen. Something, there's this conflict. Yeah, and conflict and peace is even here. There is definitely something like that. The guy is very like a make your dreams become reality, very like a dreaming and seeing the northern light, looking the good omens. Anyway, let's see. Next thing we're gonna see, emotional landscape. What's going on here? Pile number 2. Let's have them like this. A bit different. We have here blooming, abundant, fresh air, and nostalgic. Then hard work and success. First sight love. It tells really like this is the first sight love of this guy somehow. I don't know, because this is still the beginning of abundance. Running a marathon anyway. This is taking a long time. Whatever it is, even first sight, it's it's like a long way from the first sight. You have to put work on it too. It's not only about looking. It's also doing something, like the same message with this kind of Ace of Pentacles. It's like nothing grows if you don't put the seed down, but now would be the moment to put the seed down, like start something. Maybe even this new relationship, or like do something. There is some kind of like a conflict here. This is usually chaos. While this is kind of queen type on top of it, I often sometimes see some woman around this card, like a Queen of Chaos. So maybe there is some element of that here. She has to be the Queen of Chaos to master this stuff. And then out of the chaos, of course, the universe is born. Everything is born out of the chaos. So I even made my own card with this text. This is a new card. Wait. I'm going to show this. It's one of my new cards. I was reflecting this card lately. So this would be the Ace of Pentacle, my card. You got it, let's go. So you have to do something when you got it. Like, you got it, girl. So let's go. Let's go. Show what you got. And then, where is my new... Are you here in the end? No. Okay, I have to be patient with these things. Here. So we have the black unicorn here. You need chaos in your soul to give a bird to a dancing star, Nietzsche. So that is my version of this card. Black unicorn. I was reflecting this. I was just thinking, like, what makes the unicorn that is so white and rainbow coming from the horn, like, turn black? Like, indeed, it looks very devilish, because even devil has this kind of like it's like a goat feet, but unicorn going black looks very devilish. So this chaos, indeed, is like devilish. This you have to master to definitely. There is something like a to get bird of this dancing star. Anyway, it's my own cards. Can give some more guidance. Now we take a little angel card here. Anyway, here, be supportive. This supportiveness is really a secret sauce in this relationship, possibly. They have to support each other. He has big dreams. She has to kind of like understand what the real teamwork is. Like a team that can be like on your side and not to like fight against the people. Not to see them as like an opponent. Let's see this. Pile number 2. Successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to you. Maybe this is really like these dreams can come true, and they should be supportive of each other's dreams and seek the peace, not this conflict. Then one light here still. I am love. Okay, there's come 2. I am love. And I'm wonderful. Positive things to remember. Now we take the rune for this pile. Speakly love reading. And we have here grace. Do everything with grace. Or say grace. Yes, I will take this box. So let's have it like this. Feelings of your person, pile number 2. And okay, this 2. Take one more from here or some from here too. Pile number 2. is here. Best kept secret. I'm going to propose. You are my true love. One ring to show how much you mean to me. The ring is here. Darling. Things were moving here. What is going on here? Passionate is coming out here. Nostalgic, what was it? Something changed here. Innocent, handsome. Anyway. Current feelings of your person. Made it this far by Chase McDaniel. Can't turn back, we made it this far. There is a little more beat in our broken hearts. From where we've been to where we are, we can't turn back, we made it this far. We made it this far. Very nice song. This is really not to give up. Whatever you are going through. Like running a marathon here also. Then we have again La Barbarella Stories. This is movie from 68. Piker, you are soft and warm. We are told earth beings are cold. Barbarella smiles. Well, not all of us. Barbarella, intergalactic secret agent of love, sent to a rebel planet to find a mad scientist named Duran Duran. So there is this interesting, this card is really like the Barbarella and the angel, because in the movie there is this blind angel who is flying around and the Barbarella ends up to the nest of the angel. This looks really similar. Make a genuine effort to show you care, be supportive. Wow. There is this message of being loving, whatever it takes. I am love, like Barbarella is saying in this movie always, like I'm love, like this is the secrets, like an agent of love. I'm love, and I'm a wonderful. This angel is wonderful. Anyway, let's see. Current feelings of a person. We have Eurovision Sylvester Belt Luktek. Wait, this is from Lithuania. One day has passed and then another, as if time has stopped. I go somewhere, then someplace else, and after it gets dark, it repeats again. Am I still alive? Do you still know who I am? If you can wait. Tomorrow, 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 I promise I start loving you tomorrow. Something is going on here that somebody is like postponing the meeting, or I don't know what is going on. Something is like this. Like busy working, like, okay, tomorrow I make time for you, baby, but not today. Sorry. It's a bit sad. Maybe the conflict is there. Like, oh, we need the quality time now. It's like, okay, let's see. Love message. I miss you, connection, expressing true feelings, getting closer, fit and love language, heartfelt truth. So at least the messages are coming. Even like this for me, but like that's part of the relationship. Then we have here White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. When the man on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you just had some kind of mushroom and your mind is moving slow, go ask Alice, I think she will know. Invitation to a tea party. Whatever it means. And then we have Nina Simone. Some cards comes always. The High Priestess Soul, singer, pianist, songwriter, and civil rights activist. Was having many styles, jazz, singers, gospel, blues, folk, pop, classic style. Okay, I'm not gonna read more, but this is telling how versatile artist it was. And men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square got all pearl shaped those rocks won't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Marilyn song. interesting. Because this is really the diamond girl. There is already talking about giving a diamond ring, but this girl is like this Marilyn diamond girl. Interesting. Can I sing it better? Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charm in the end. Diamonds are the girl's best friend. Okay, Year of a Wood Dragon. Interesting, we still get this card. It got wet in some of my reading, but this tells about what this whole Year of the Wood Dragon has been like. What is your treasure? This is a year of action, growth, and trees. Driving the wave and taking action, confident leader, presence, fire, feeling passion. Dragons are guardians of treasure and gems. And still codependency card. Immature can't let go, sex and rock and roll, fear of losing, burning heart, attached to outcome, needing you, devil loves you, wanting to be together right now, big desire. There is a lot this. What is this thing? Let's see. We're gonna see now to this winter. A lot of feelings on the table. I have to move this a little bit. It's getting messy here. We are going to see now. What is this? What is this winter solstice for this pile number 2? Horizontal star on the bottom of the is often like a in the shadows. Let's see what is going on. So gold. What is gold in this relationship? Oi. And what is the warmth needed for the gold? The bigger stone. Now, what is in the shadow in this relationship? What is in the shadow? And how to best to know it? So what would help? Death is gold. I don't have to be like a wise or anything to say that that is indeed gold. It's a gold energy, the death energy. And something is ending, or there is something death around. Of course, it's like a cold touch, like a winter. So death is the gold here. Maybe somebody has experienced death close by. So there is this shivering feelings. Interesting. What is this trying to tell us? Maybe we immediately read before we look even further, like one by one. What is this death? Anyways, positive death. Cold in winter solstice is death. Life and death are forces between which consciousness dances. If you dance willingly, there will be no pain. If you resist the dance, you will suffer. Do not oppose the current of the river of life. Follow it with open eyes and acceptance. You will find that everything has a meaning and that every action finds its place in your existence. Here is the change that is coming. Yeah, that is always a change and transformation. The regeneration, the end of what was causing obstacles. The strength of the renewal will be proportional to the space you create in your mind and soul. Attend to your physical space as well, removing what is not needed and letting the fresh wind blow through. And again, this is so timely because this is like winter solstice, and soon is the end of the year. Is kind of like a death is coming, in the sense like even in one other deck. The death card is this kind of like Holy King. So this is the death of this year. We even had this dragon year mentioned here. Soon will be snake year. We are soon end of this, and in gold here, in this relationship is end of this year. Something changes within this end of the year. Anyway, warming the situation is to a sort positive. Wow, intuitive card. You're trusting really your intuition. So let's see. Beautiful that you got this kind of High Priestess Rater number. Like this is really like intuitively knowing to make the right choice. Yeah, it's not easy thing when you think about it, like you just have to trust your heart. You make the choice without actually seeing. And that is fate. That is part of the fate. If you are just like, belief is like you have to see it somehow. Like beliefs are formed in us that we are like seeing something happening. But fate is like having faith to something that you have not seen yet. And this is happening. The warmth is that you have faith. Sandro said, this year is ending so many things and renewing too. Yes, this is showing here. So it's time to reflect, to stop and look within before you act. You have an important choice that could affect the lives of others. So think well, deeply, coldly. Interesting, the cold is here when this is like a warm position, but you have to coldly like think even deeply. Whatever you choose, you should calmly accept the consequences if you have acted for the good. Yeah, blind faith. But there is like a lot of like, I sometimes go back to look my own reading because, for example, I like fairy tales and it's nice that somebody's reading them, and I have those fairy tale readings I just released, and so I went to just randomly pick one, and it was the Roland story. And there was, I just want to tell this story because there was this in the story of the Roland, because I feel like fairy tales are healing. There was this maiden, or this girl who loved the Roland, and then would just have the faith always about that relationship. Like even whatever happened, there was a whole mess happening. Eventually, she ended up to this wedding that Roland was gonna marry somebody else, and then everybody in this wedding were like supposed to like sing for the couple before they get married. There's some kind of tradition, and then she sing, and then the Roland like came from this enchantment or something, like I remember, like, oh my god, this is my true bride. So there was this like faith she had, like she's the one. When she opens her mouth, kind of like here, like a throat chakra, when she sings her song, the guy finally gets it, like, okay, it's that's the girl, like that's the voice of the love. And yeah, somehow, like, I don't know what you have to go through, but you have to have a like faith in something that your heart tells you. So now let's see what is the next. This is the shadow in this relationship. Interesting victory card, positive victory card, because this in my mind looks the negative, this very egoistic victory. It's kind of being a little bit in this harness, but that's in the shadow, the victory, the Six of Wands. We had here this, and I even showed you my own card, this one, and this is the next from it. So something is this conflict, this chaos, and the victory is not coming because of that. Maybe this conflict and peace is here also needed, and this maybe something has to really change before this is kind of like almost like a golden shadow here, like the victory is possible but it's in gold. Like the love was also, the outcome that we so much want is in the shadow. Like there is no victory. There is just chaos. And but it's here. Shadow in the winter solstice is: you are an example and role model for those in your sphere of influence. Though you are important in the eyes, true allies should not fall into the trap of ego. Choose your own way, and if others follow you, accept the responsibility with grace. And the grace was even here on the table already. Accept the responsibility with grace. Stay humble and be prepared to explain your actions. And here you were like choosing the action, was the warmth to have the right action. And here you are making, like this shadow is almost like this would not follow up what is choosing. Anyway, let's see what is now the how to notice. Wow, magician. So this is the action. This is the choosing to the action. This is the action, the big action, the major arcana card, two measures crossing like death, transformation, and the action. Becoming this really is kind of like a like active magician, like not just preaching, but doing what you preach. Wow. Being the psychic in practice, like I have this course content even about it. I had this new, I gave a gift for fourth, yeah, like today is the fourth advent. I gave this gift of my one of my psychic in practice. It was like full journey, but anyway, interesting. This is really to be the role model in practice, like really do what you preach, do what you say. Don't let people down. Like you say you do something, like me too. I really want to publish my own tarot card deck, but it takes time because I'm not so fast doing it, but I have a new card again. So one by one, let's read this. Anyway, this is how you know the shadow. You are taking active approach, actively kind of like taking your shadow and look at it and work on it. Like you're here now in the right place in my reading. We are not letting the shadows just run around in a chaotic way. We are like taking them like, oh, you are here now. Look at me. We are gonna deal with you. This conflict will have peaceful resolution. Magician. Positive. Those who know the universal laws are able to play with the four elements and the concepts that correspond to them: water, emotions, fire, power, earth, matter, and air, mind. Be careful, though, have an ethical purpose, a deep vision that you make your own, perhaps invent from nothing. To undertake the practice of magic is divine, wise, and not an end of itself, unbalanced and aimed at selfish accumulation. You have strong positive creativity and the ability to transform reality according to your intentions. You possess the skills required to start what you want or are being asked to undertake. This is a time to dare to show who you are or who you can be. Magical and spiritual acts are favored now, and anything that seemed difficult will be easy for you as long as you respect this power. Wow. Sandro, I see the magician card regularly. Why is it? If you have the magician card, this is really the action taker. This is like the first principle, like a take action. Like you have to like use all your elements. It's very positive because I often devil card can be opposite of lovers too, because there are really similar elements, but it can be also like if you see the devil card, there is this really excuses or whatever to not do something. Magician is like a... I have done readings like Magician and Devil are both kind of working with kind of illusions, but other one is doing it with a toxic, manipulative way, and Magician is doing it with like a more healthy way. So this would be like a... They both have hand up, but this is really positive. There is even this snake Ouroboros on here. I mean, we have this card now, but anyway. These are both having powerful, like a, this would be, they both would be kind of like a huge, like a artist even, or like a makers in their business, because they are really like a active, having active approach. This could be even a fast implementation, and of course this is a Gemini card, like Gemini, like a major arcana card is also, there is a Mercury is ruling here, so the communication is important, how you present your project. Maybe for Chandru it's important how you present yourself, like with communication, because we have even the throat chakra on the table, so the communication is really important. You have to go like a deep within yourself, how you communicate with others. Is there something you can do better? Interesting. But this is the how you know the shadow. You deal it with this kind of magician style. You take all the elements. This is wand. It's not only about wand that he's holding in the hand like Harry Potter. It's not only about that. It's also the elements. Cup, emotions, money, the pentacle, and where is it? Knife, words, swords. This is also daring. This is all about daring to do something. Very interesting reading, but the grace was mentioned even here. Now we see this shadow, so conflict and peace, shadow and light. Conflict and peace. This could be one artist, somebody who really in the laboratory, in the studio, whatever they do, their magic, is their magic. They do the project. They really do it. This is already like arriving to the victory line, but something is not like you have to do the work somehow. Even this was hard worker, a success is here. It's saying you do the work. Running a marathon is also here. Conflict and peace, 34. Sometimes a conflict needs to escalate in order to reach peace. You might be holding something in to avoid confrontation, but the longer it boils inside of you, the harder it becomes to hold it in. Eventually, it will escalate to a conflict either by action or by confrontation. Like action will escalate. But I think there is action even in this sense that this choice has to be made here, and here is this action too. Things have to change. This is changing here. This is the gold about it, is like the gold truth is like things have to change. Like the beautiful sunshine after a heavy storm, the fresh smell in the air, the blossom and growth that comes as a result of the abundance of water, a conflict can also result in a beautiful outcome, personal growth and a fresh start. You might find that often after a conflict, the air has been clearer and peace is once again restored. This card encourages you to think of conflict or fear of conflict as a sign that something is about to change, and it is necessary that whatever is bothering you comes out in the open in order to restore calm in your life. You might want to try and see a potential conflict as a peacekeeping practice rather than just an uncomfortable interaction. In that way, the conflict doesn't necessarily become as heated as you might have anticipated. If you go into potential confrontation with an inner calm, you could feel that it's already on its way to a resolution. Sometimes it is necessary to have an uncomfortable conversation or event in order to restore peace and create understanding. Affirmation. I face my conflict in order to restore peace. Now we get this nice Anapausis light message still here. To end this pile. It's number 4, Emperor number. So pile number 2. Do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. The Greek word anapausis refers to the cessation of work, so one can regain strength, renew vitality, and heighten creative productivity. It is rest for success. The oracles of Anapausis advise physical, emotional, and psychological rest to reset yourself. That might mean switching off without fear or guilt. It is likely to mean giving up worries and the constant replay of anxiety-ridden speculations. Find some spaciousness and pleasure within and around yourself so you may experience healing and renewal. If you have been considering working with a healer, this is confirmation to pursue such a path. The oracle also recommends finding spiritual rest even if you are still working hard. Spiritual rest happens when we take sanctuary in the sacred. We give up trying to become something or other and instead tend fully to the task at hand, completely engaged in the moment. Yes, like children, when they play, they're fully in the moment. They don't think anything. They are just like a baby, like ga 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 ga. It's just happily like get this kind of like a really moment, live just in the moment, or do some activity that makes you be in the moment. When we do so, we are trusting that the universe knows what it's doing and that we are part of a greater unfolding plan. In modern culture, we can aspire to become someone visible, someone influential, someone powerful, someone important. Yet, no matter how much worldly or even spiritual power a person may appear to have, the idea that one person is more important than the other belongs to the realm of ego. Spirit loves and respects all beings equally. What a beautiful message for Christmas. Like, we're all in the same boat. We are not better than our neighbors. Even Carl Jung has said this. So yes, this is the last part of the reading. Is like be supportive, make genuine effort to show you care. So even in the people around you, be supportive. Kind of like a hero on the horse can be a little bit lone here, but the hero needs also the crowd. It's nothing without the supporters also. Okay, I think I end this pile number 2 here. Got interesting again. I'm interested to see what comes with this and how like I create a spread, how it comes to life. Just I have in my membership, I have this kind of content that I'm teaching you to how to learn to make your own tarot spread. If you're interested, take my membership. I have there, but I recently also put very many videos away from it and like available again, so you can see for free also. So we are getting soon with pile number 3. It's almost Christmas. It's already, I have had nice Christmas program already with my child. Have you already Christmas goodies? I got this kind of like in Belgium there is a tradition to make kind of gourmet, this kind of table grill, and I got us that. So we are gonna try it this Christmas. Some delicacy. Anyway, this is now last part starting. Pile number 3 with a Joker couple. What's going on here? Root chakra, some safety and security issues also here. Christmas, but there is a military American Legion and a Joker on a horse. Interesting. Cowboy, cowgirl. Or same-sex relationship can be possible also. Who knows? The spirit wanna show this. They see you. Anyway, the shadow and light card will be apologizing and grudge. So there is some kind of apology needed here. The light oracle is Sacrament of Extreme Unction, 34. The love card is Spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. Beautiful fairy couple. Very nice advice for this Christmas season. 46 is the number. Oh, I like to see. It's nice to journey into this like love reading for the pile number 3 looking like. Are you gonna have this kind of magical moments? And then we have these cards. Let's see, Chariot looks very much like this horse guy or girl. And then my card is this Knight of Pentacle, Anubis. Anubis challenges us to confront our fears, our shadows, and the hidden parts of ourselves that we often prefer to keep buried. Courage and resilience, and it's on this kind of coffin. Whatever that means. Interesting. What is the next card? Let's take the angel cards next. Pile number 3's angel for the Christmas is abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. That was a nice, again, to kind of land to this kind of quality time together can be immediately. Whatever, how you can make it can happen right away. Then light message for pile number 3. I'm knowing. Somebody's very knowing things. Whatever it is. Okay, last candle can be here. Current, like a landscape, emotional landscape. Yeah, great reading pile 2. Yes, I'm surprised what I see here. I just make this very fast when I was going somewhere today and I was doing this some things ready, and then I went, and now I was like interested to see how everything kind of comes together. So what is here? Feelings. Engaging. Lovely minded. Desire. You are a gift from God. very aligned with this kind of abundance, like the other person is the abundance. Then devoted, kind of like devoted to service, this military guy here also. Stay with me. Oh, let's put, where we put these cards? Maybe it's saying to this one, because this is kind of running with this horse kind of wild around, so it's like, stay with me, hold your horses. It's like saying this conversation is like, hold your horses, don't run away, stay with me. There's more than meets the eye. So let's see, maybe there is this kind of indeed apologizing needs to happen. Another one is like, are you gonna apologize me? Are you gonna say you're sorry? I don't know, something. Then, anyways, I like to see this quality time one more time. Like there is kind of peace possibility here. And of course, this kind of mirror image, there is this wolf and a sheep, and then this fairy couple. Of course, there's the lovers here also. Oh, next thing, rune. What is the rune of the week? Yeah, Sandro, all the piles are interlinked. Sometime, yes. Divine has all big side strength. Here is a strength. Now let's see which. Let's take this box. This box is now empty because I took the cards out, but I'm gonna take now this. Cards in my hands. So let's have current feelings of your person. Wait, I shouldn't see this. Close my eyes again. This one. This one. Okay, one more. And one more from here. So, Christmas. This one. This one. Okay. Let's start with this big card. Question to open for love. Can you be true to your feelings in a relationship without sacrificing or losing sense of self? We have here match made in heaven, 100% yes, action no or never, intention, dream, relationship, feeling aligned. Interesting, this I'm knowing is here. It's almost like I know this is the match. Stay with me. Snowman is here. This is text from the Anubis Oracle. I'm not using it today, but anyway. As above, so below. Interesting reminder of this, that we have this below related chakra going on here. As without, so within. When you read and interpret oracle from any outer manifestation, the result will mirror and reflect your inner world and energies you bring to the table to see what it is. Interesting. This is telling almost like me as a reader. I also am a big part of this reading, of course. What is happening in my inner world. Anyway, let's see. Solar chakra. I refuse to let other people project their negativity into me. I'm my own person, free to choose what is best for me. Here you have a Mary Magdalena. Again, this mystic thing that I cannot read. May almost really wished I could read this, but it's getting really dark. Master of shadow and light. Sacred rebel. Sacred union with yourself. My Mary Magdalena. My path, I feel, I see, I feel, I know, I hear. Okay. Mary is here. It's almost like behind the grave, somebody's coming again, a bit like the whole reading started, it's gonna ghost away, but who knows, maybe there is somebody from the other side. Match made in heaven, matchmaker in heaven for you. Who is it? Inks mystify. Some silken moment goes on forever and we are leaving broken hearts behind. Mystify, yeah, mystify me. There is this feather. True Love by Astrid Swan. In your imagination, there's a place without me. While I'm glad you can keep it there, it's threatening my being. So I think we are getting into this kind of grudge. Somebody feel like somebody is having a life without them, like they feel like they are not so included or something. The swan is here alone. Look, where is my swan? The feather is here to remind of the silken moments, but that's it. Feather is kind of like a message. Messages with the feathers. Then let's take this feather back. Let's see. It was dropping. It's here. Let's put it here. Witnessing love, outsider, reader, full light, clarity, discovery, channel, understanding, see through lies, knows exactly what's going on, objective appearing cold but not taking part in, staying in safe distance. This knowing, I'm knowing is really this besserwisser, like somebody is like knowing better. Like I'm knowing, I'm just witnessing. I'm witnessing love, but I know it's a little bit, I don't know what it is, but somebody is staying in distance. Sunshine say good evening, yes, welcome. This is already pile number 3, so when I get end of this reading, one of you can have a lucky moment to actually get a psychic question answered. So also you, Sunshine, you can ask me a question. Maybe I take your question. Anyway, one more current feelings of your person. Quality time, which is completely aligned with this love card here, is saying spend quality time together. So it's in the air here, clearly. Present moment is perfect. Infinity to moon and back. Precious moments, wanting to be alone with you. Calendar, market calendar, perfect picture, date, frozen time, movie night, holiday, always in my mind, full moon. Okay, maybe next full moon looks like this. So that's it, abundance mindset. Full moon is also kind of, this is very much like, let's go, let's do it, let's drive this chariot. This also, let's drive this horse, and this is just sitting on this kind of like a coffin. Now we get to the interesting part of the reading. We are gonna look into the shadows. I try to bring you every week a shadow love related reading. I've been thinking like this is my specialty. I will always try to make some spreads about shadow love, but depending what is the theme, it's always a little bit different. So Sunshine says, can I even move the screen? I have a question. Why did Marco reappear today? I'm not ready for relationship. However, Marco is convinced I'm his. Okay. Maybe the Christmas moods are warming up, but I'm gonna pick one of this question. This could be a valid question. It's a love related question. Could be perfect. But still pile number 3 is going. We are seeing winter solstice tarot spread that I made. You can see this spread in picture in my community post if you wanna see how it looks. We'll try at home. First we see cold, and then we see warmth to it. But cold, what is in the cold in this relationship? So who knows? I'm not taking your question yet to this, but we are now looking for pile number 3. Maybe this applies to you too. What is cold? There's two things. And how best warmed is cold? I feel like there is also more. It's like really you need to warm it. You got like a hypothermia or something going on here. Apologize and grudges. Then shadow. What is in the shadow in this relationship? I think there is more. There's much more. Oi, oi, oi. And yeah, Xandro is like almost like my moderator here saying welcome to Sunshine. Then and Sunshine say I was cold towards him, paid for our drinks even. He was trying to be as smart as I let him go. And now he's back, isn't he? But we are gonna see now the light, how to know this shadow. So what is the solution? We have all this. This is now general reading still, Sunshine. This is not you, but this could apply to you. Cold in this relationship is. It is even upside down. Maybe I don't take, because whole deck might be upside down. Let's see. Yeah, the whole deck is, so I don't take upside. It's already upside down position, let's say the cold. So we have here Three of Swords, heartbreak, and King of Swords. Truthful, painful words. Interesting. Three of Swords is totally pain. So I'm not surprised to see that that's like cold. Like it's a heartbreak. Can be even lies in this case. That is not... I should have maybe respect this, that one was upside down. Maybe if you relook this, the king was actually turned. But I intuitively get that this is some kind of like, because these are all swords, there has been some lies, and the lies have made cold in this relationship. And root chakra is safety and security, so you feel like there is no such a safety here, because there is some things are said that are not true. Then we have warmth. How can warmth is? I'm not taking now this, because one I took this like this and one was like that, but then let's take them like this. So Six of Saliges is like Six of Cups is like a nostalgic, like really happy family unit, like a happy memory of having everything like a soulmate, even connection. Then we have the Moon card, that is a mysterious Cancer card. Can be also Pisces card. Water element, but this is really like a Cancer sign card. Beautiful, this kind of like a full moon moment of just enjoying. The feminine essence is like to enjoy the moment. And Knight of Sword, very good with the words. So I think this is almost like you are writing like a letter to a person, because I keep thinking about this apologizing, Grudge. There's something about this shadow and light here already. This light is, the warmth is that you could tell your truth, at least writing it down. Like that's your truth, whatever has happened. These are the feelings inside here. They're also like a warmth is this huge desire and passion. But something indeed is here. Maybe we read this from this book now. Like what is this card giving me? Yeah, I recognize, Sunshine, this thing that if you pay the drink for the guys, maybe they are not mature. They are not yet in the way that they understand that they should actually be like a gentleman, or like a treat you well, like not like you have to pay all your drinks, even like they have to show that they give an effort, like that you are like a like there is this saying, I don't have this one feeling cards, maybe I put it even there because I found it so interesting. Like the guy who values you, they treat you well. So you know that they value you when they treat you well. If they don't treat you well, they don't value you. So it's directly showing there the truth, the sad truth, that they don't value you actually. Sandro, I did that, wrote my truth via email. Yeah, but sometimes you have to at least do your part. Like if the other one doesn't do, you can at least do your part. There's two person in a relationship. And it has happened to me too. Like I don't tell when this relationship was taking place because it's getting very personal, but let's say a long time ago, it was like I would be heartbroken and then I would write like all things what this person meant to me, and then he would not answer me, and then 1 month later he tried to come back, and then I had moved on. I mean, 1 month is a long time. If you write like a heartfelt message and then the person is completely ghost, saying nothing, it's really rude. I feel like, at least my point of view, like I had already put the ghost to rest in that point. In 1 month I was like, okay, no more. So I don't feel he's my person. I feel next year my guy will come, March or May 2020. Maybe you have to really trust your intuition. You might be right. Like you can have this kind of vision for yourself. That's for sure. And that you could be busy writing your dream day and your dream guy. I have done that like almost now. Spring is 5 years ago. I did it. That I wrote this kind of text about it, and it really helps to know who I love. It really helps. Like you have to know yourself what you want, then you can have it. Anyway, so this Three of Swords is now in the cold. Sometimes communication is painfully clear. There is no pretending the truth is anything but what it is. It cuts, it hurts, and you don't have to pretend it doesn't. Sorrow caused by knowledge. Yes, completely. This is what I was kind of interpreting here already. Like there is like some knowledge about this relationship has made you like suffer. That's make you cold. So then this is anyway the warmth. So I think I don't always have to read every card. This is really like the feeling of that there can be the soulmate. And I think, as the Sunshine said, like you know that you can have somebody who is good for you, and you know it in their heart. You follow that kind of feeling, almost like this full moon powers. Like in full moon you are totally kind of getting the feeling stronger, feminine way. This kind of feminine cycle that you are in your powers in the full moon, and then you're like, now I will energetically draw my person in. But let's read this Knight of Swords, because this is daring. Energy is always like with the knife, so you could dare to dream something for you that you totally deserve, and you write it down, or you write to the person, but you could write it down. Even this person, like how I did it is like you write the text from the morning to the night, how your dream day is with that dream person and how you are interacting with them, how you are as a person when you are in this dream relationship. So you start to recognize, like, actually you can be that person already. You don't have to have that person in your life. You can already be in your own life that person immediately. Kind of like the abundance card was here, reminding you the same kind of wisdom, that it's right away, the abundance. It's already here. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance of something you already have in the present moment, and then is what you will experience. So even Sunshine, if you are now setting the dream, okay, it would be really like maybe more healthy to set it in the 5 years. Like you're talking about a relationship that already exists, and it does take time to build a relationship. So what it does look like after some years, you don't know when it starts, but at least you know, like in that point you would have it like that. So yeah, anyway, let's read about this. This is Knight of Swords feels the power of her mind and knowledge of language to achieve her goals. So indeed, what I was just telling you, like you could really, like no goals happens without plans. So it's almost like value yourself and your own heart so much that you are even writing what your dream life and dream day and dream guy looks like, and you completely are like coming from your own point of view. Nobody's influencing you. This is what you want, and you write it down, and you can have that. Then this is even almost like write this and put it in your drawer, and then don't look at it, and then just let universe bring it to you. Yes. Shansai, thank you, Sarah sister. Yes, welcome. Like Shansai, wow, momentum clarification. Yeah, you got some kind of little moment. What you could do about it? Anyway, this was now the warmth in this situation, dealing this cold, and now we see the shadow even. We are not finished yet. So the shadow that we can see here. Okay, maybe I respect this one upside down card. So one upside card is Emperor card. So it will be really this planner. So indeed, this could be again like planning and setting goals, but it was in like this. But shadow is also the Queen of Cups. So there is this pain, like somebody needs really to sit next to a couch with somebody to talk everything through. There is not this happening because in the shadow, and then there is a Knight of Cups, so this romantic, beautiful poet guy is here, so it's really looking like the same person. And interesting. It's almost like they are, this is like an Aries card, of course. This could be the star sign. The Aries kind of person would be a little bit like not having such a clear goals what to do about it, but then there is really this emotional support that's needed. Then the other one is like dreaming here. Maybe I read these two cards because this is such an interesting thing that they come together. This looks really the same person. It's even like a Santrus wife situation, kind of. Even this is a Taurus, but like somebody is not able to be so like rational, and then this moment is in shadow, is not happening, but this should happen. People sit next to each other to share vulnerably about what they feel and face each other. They are like apart here. So Sandra say, let's thank the universe, my friend. I'm getting this from the universe. Like I sometimes openly share that I found out very esoteric, strange truth. Like my dead brother is helping my reading. So it's like this brother I never met because he's like a baby that was died before me, and thanks to this I have my life. But this is a weird knowledge, of course. But sometimes when I see this kind of magical cards happening, indeed, thank my brother too. The shadow brother, shadow sister and brother. The brother you can never see. It's helping you. So anyway, here we have this. Let's first have this Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups provides comfort and solace for an aching heart. These are very short meanings here, and this is Knight of Cups delves into his imagination to visualize his heart's desire. No. This, yeah, it is heart desire. Yeah, I was looking. The other card was the King of Cups, but this is the Knight of Cups. This is really doing what I was already kind of advising here. The warmth would be writing. And here this guy is keeping journals, and even the picture of the loved one is here. Such a beautiful journaling happening here. This is a beautiful practice, really. Sandro, that is going to happen soon. Sansan, I was a twin. My twin died at birth. It's very applicable to you, this story, even to tell. But I'm a Gemini as a star sign. How interesting is this, isn't it? That this brother was 6 months in pregnancy when my mother had an accident in a pregnancy. It was really, okay, I don't want to, because my mother is started to tell what happened to her, but she's anyway had this miscarriage, was very accident. Like the baby was all right, would have not died, but this accident happened, and then lost the baby, and then they were wanting to have a child very badly, so they made another one, me, 2 months later, and I was born as a Gemini 1st of June. And this brother was gonna born in, I guess, October or something in the autumn of 1977. So anyway, some psychics, when I met them online, but anyway, all of them saw this brother as being my psychic guide. So it was very weird. Like it was coming true as I chose to say, like, okay, this story is applicable to me, but I listened it very long time when it was telling about like feeling the energies between us. They told about this baby, and everything was coming there was like applicable to my life. So then I was like, oh my god, how they can know these things. But yes, some people know. Maybe they're stronger psychic than I am. But anyway, I'm glad of my brother was born on the 2nd of June, Sandro says. Interesting, but he's alive, isn't he? Still, because didn't you say that you have like a, or have you said this before? Somebody else maybe told me once that they have Gemini siblings. Anyway, so I'm almost born as same as your brother, but point is, they can be this kind of spiritual guides, and I'm grateful because I had such a hard time in my life, like if my brother has been there, like this psychic says, like all my life with me, and now I start to even accept it, and here he's here giving you advice too. What a blessing, what a blessing. Yes, Chandru was born 9th of December 1977. Yeah, my brother would have been born something like those times. Anyway, this is interesting thing anyway, that the writing becomes important aspect of this relationship, to write it down. And the woman cannot because it's upside down, cannot write down, cannot be logical. Maybe it's really the pain, the emotional pain above is so like a cold, indeed, cold feelings, like can't then, the paper is just used as like to wipe the tears. Anyway, let's see now how to know this with the light. So this is the light side of this whole shadow. Cool, but this is upside down sword. Okay, I told you already, like I saw that many cards went naturally upside down, but maybe I have to read the both meanings, because this is a positive point. Maybe is the reason, like you are addressing the lies. That's why it comes upside down, because it's a lie. That is this a lie? Like you have to address that. Like somebody thinks you lied them, and you have to address the lie. Like, is this a lie? Sunshine, yes. Handrusak lady is the best ever. So this, let's read this. It's nice that people are conversating in my chat. I like that people are finding connections there. Anyway, this is, I read all the meanings of this card, because this is supposed to be the light and knowing in, and this is totally like an ace. Like you should ace it. And again, words. So there is really, the words can heal the heart, possibly even. This whole writing is taking place. It is really can be the solution here. An Atames blade can, on a spiritual level, cut through superfluous or unnecessary energy. Once everything that is not needed or is not the truth for that situation is eliminated, then the truth of the matter can be seen. A new approach of solution to a problem, and the reversed would be an idea or solution will not have the hoped for results. You don't have all the facts. And that is the kind of light truth about this, that you might not have all the facts, and then it's hard to help the situation, because we are going to the shadow now. Here we have apologizing and grudge. So there's something, misunderstanding is clearly taking place here. So here we have, it's again 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm doing this reading very slow. Oh my god. I should not be so busy, but I am. But I wanna make good readings also. So this is the shadow and light card now. It might feel easier to hold a grudge towards someone you had a fight with rather than take responsibility for and own your part in contributing to the disagreement. You might have an inner battle of wanting to resolve the situation, but hesitating to bring up the apology. There's often an internal push and pull. You want to resolve it, but don't want to be the one taking the first step. It feels scary, humiliating, maybe even daunting. Apologizing is often seen as something weak, but isn't it really the ultimate strength? Apologizing and taking responsibility for your actions is hard and therefore a sign of true strength. Being willing to let go of your ego and trying to be better at showing the other person how strong you are and that you value your relationship more than this disagreement. If you can find the strength to push away the feeling of resentment, you can soften and make the relationship blossom again. Be courageous and own your mistake, and you might find that the other person was feeling the same way, wanting to reach out to you but struggling to admit fault first. We often think of apologizing as giving up or surrendering, and that apologizing makes the other person right. But does it really? Saying I'm sorry that I did this or said that is not saying what they did is okay. It only shows that you have good intentions and want to resolve the conflict. They might still be at fault even if you also were. A fight or disagreement between 2 or more people is rarely only one person's fault. This card wants to help you to soften the grudges you might be holding and see your relationships flourish by helping you to find your own inner strength to admit fault. Affirmation: I'm strong enough to admit my weakness. Interesting, this is really coming together, this reading. This was the light, the communication, the ace, maybe is even to admit your part in the story. And this shadow is that this should be needed, this kind of confrontation and even crying about it, but it's not happening. So Sunshine Shadow Sister, I will stay single into 2025. I will take my time, being hurt too much. Yeah, I think it's good to not decide this kind of, just to give you advice, don't put yourself to this kind of oh, I cannot have this, or like this. Abundance is really like a mindset that see, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. So speak also kindly, like you can be loved. It's just those people were not for you. Just like simple truth. You were not finding yet your true love. And like you can, but you have to put yourself out there too. You cannot be I mean, you can be many years in your couch and isolated and whatever, but nobody's gonna bring the love to your door. So kind of stay open, I would say, still. So it was beautiful. Now we have still the light advice, that is Sacrament of Extreme Unction, 34, and this is also very like promising that this kind of even Santru's case, you might be ending up talk about it all, but it you have to kind of be putting your ego aside, whatever has happened there, because this is also safety and security. Really, this root chakra issue is that you don't feel strong enough. So building first your strength might be all you need. You don't need to go kind of again to the battlefield. You need to be strong first. Think yourself first sometime. And then there's truth. Hurt people. So sometimes you should not indeed try a new relationship if you're hurt, because it can just lead to more hurt. So in that, Sunshine is right, like you have to deal that hurt first. Sunshine, shadow sister, I will dress better, go out, smile, buy my red lipstick finally, lol. Yes, you would do really this pleasure with yourself first, but maybe you have to really like feel this kind of like a fill your own cup first mentality. A little bit selfish also, that you are not gonna immediately start giving again when you don't have anything to give. So just even to new people, you can even be very honest and admit like, look, I'm totally empty now. I really need this kind of person. I need shoulder to cry. I need a little bit support here. And that relationship might start like this too. It doesn't have to start maybe with this kind of all fancy and glory. It can start like this too, that person is here for you, some other person. Sandra say, my shadow works needs more focus. I'm going workout, without workout. Yes, like workout, like even a bodily workout is really working with your shadow, because there's this kind of wisdom, like the shadow shows in your body. So you starting to work on your body, or giving even this kind of like a care, kind of like a spa moment. I was also in spa last weekend. It can really like a bring your like self-confidence and all like a life force back. So you have to kind of like nurture your body also to be ready for love. Okay, let's read now. Anybody anxious to know this advice here? Your heart knows how to let go so you can find peace. It is time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you. Entering it requires you to release your attachment to the past. You have been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Now is the time to trust in what is meant for you and move toward it with an open, trusting heart and peaceful mind. In an ideal world, we would finish our inner work, be completely healed, check it off the list, and move on without any issues from the past intruding into our present life. This is really beautifully like going to the same kind of advice I was already giving. Like you are always in the middle of something. You are not always like ready. So you can have a relationship also when you are not ready yet. Like it might be just what you need that moment. In a more realistic view, we do our best to muddle through, gaining enough understanding and healing to attain some degree of closure and move on as best as we can, flicking off remnants of the past which can arise even whilst we are doing our best to let go. In an even more challenging turn of our growth spiral, we may know something has run its course and no longer belongs in our world, and yet have trouble exorcising the past and its pains, confusions, or attachments, so it bleeds through into the present, even though we know it doesn't belong there. I read this a bit longer because sometimes I say amen, lol. Yeah, this is totally giving like we are having like a source guidance here, I feel, for the Christmas. To avoid the taint of past causing unnecessary issues in the present, the Oracle of the Sacrament of Extreme Unction brings powerful spiritual last rites so you can be cleansed and liberated into the fullness of your next phase. In the Catholic tradition, we're getting even Christian here. In a Catholic tradition, extreme unction is performed at the time of physical passing to cleanse the soul and allow it to gracefully leave the body and enter the afterlife. In the context of this oracle, the symbolic equivalent of the sacrament is the powerful intervention of spirit to free you from the grip of what has been. It is a liberation from a habit and the compelling lure of the familiar. It is divine forgiveness and healing. Extreme unction translates into last anointing. While spiritual grace will be with you always, and blessing is always available to the receptive heart, this oracle wishes to bring to our attention the ending of particularly stubborn pattern. As it does, you will feel greater freedom and new lease of life on life, as if you are being born again within this lifetime. It augurs significant and permanent healing release. I still read this, maybe you need it. As the expression goes, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. This oracle encourages you to embrace your future and let go of the emotional and psychological burdens you have been carrying for yourself and likely for many others, ancestors and more, for far too long. Sometimes we martyr ourselves to the pain of the past or even attempt to carry the suffering of others, holding it within our hearts as if that can alleviate the burden or another or create healing. All that happens in such instances is that suffering increases. Let yourself off the hook of guilt, shame, or blame. Give yourself permission to acknowledge that all people, including you, have done their best. The universe is offering you a powerful spiritual gift. Your heart knows how to receive it. Let go. There is no turning back. It's time to start anew. It is your time to be happy and free. That was a preaching. Sandro, what is saying? Solar Sister has been great in my healing journey. Okay, I hope. And Sunshine says, what is it? I feel so free. I'm so ready for the 2025. I think this is really like the letting go of this old past year, like this whole I laugh here because these past piles were totally, there was a death card in the shadow, there was this coldness, this old thing has to go, like we are ready for the spring, you know? So let's laugh about this year a little bit and sinners transform, we become winners. Yes, I want to read this sentence again because this was funny. As the expression goes, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Yeah, sounds amazing. Yeah. So, yeah, Sandra, Merry Christmas, Sunshine, Happy New Year 2025. Yes, this is your reading, pile number 3. I think this reading answers Sunshine to your question. You don't need another reading, I think. This was that. My brother delivered. I think like this is what you needed, no? I don't think you need any more cards. This is it. Sansa say Merry Christmas and Christmas to my family. Yes, Christmas to all the people who have ever seen this reading and will see this reading. And yes, we will see again for the next like a star sign readings. I will start them after 25th of December. And I come up with which kind of spread I will use, but we are talking about January, and then I will do another reading. I did do it always like for New Year, and little stories about that too. Like before I was any psychic or tarot reader or anything, since a child, my dear grandma Olga from Karelia used to always make me do a cup fortune telling for the future. So I was doing this cup like predictions with my grandma always. So I always did this. But it's an interesting thing how I have evolved to be now psychic and reader and all this thing, but everything started from me fortune telling from the cups with my granny. So thank you, granny. Like maybe, who knows, if I bring the cups to the table for the I have to figure out this reading how it's gonna be. But there will be these 2 kind of readings for star sign related. So horoscope reading for January and horoscope reading for the whole 2025. So, welcome to See It in My Life, but now I end this reading here. I've been busy long time, but I'm glad you were here. So, Merry Christmas, and yeah, let's celebrate. let's be the winners. Okay, bye.